off with Justin.
Hey, Justin, congratulations. When we talked to you yesterday, you told us that you hadn't made an NCAA tournament appearance before and you were looking forward to it. And now that you've seen Arkansas's name pop across the screen, what's your initial reaction?
I'm excited. It kind of just solidifies what we've kind of had an idea about for the last couple of weeks, but it's always exciting regardless, just being a part of it and, really get to see who you're going to play and, kind of how all the rest of the seedings come out.
Scotty?
Yeah, Justin, what do you think about you guys' draw getting Colgate? Looks like they're a pretty good three-point shooting team. I think they're the top three-point field goal defense team in the country right now, too.
I don't really know a lot about them yet. We'll take a look at them in the next couple of days, but, we're going to take our opponent seriously. Because, as we've seen in the previous years, anything could happen regardless of seeding. So, they're going to get our utmost respect and hopefully we can, come out with a win.
Bob?
Justin, when you hurt your ankle, I guess it was actually late December, were you thinking like, oh man, this is screwing up my season. Everything's going so good. And just kind of how did that affect you? And you came back very quickly and you seem to really be recovered now. Just how did that injury affect you? And were you worried that was going to just totally screw up your season?
I never thought it was going to screw up my season. I knew it was going to it was just going to be another hurdle that I was going to have to get over. But I came back early, not early. I came back, I was cleared, and that was mainly because I really just wanted to be out there with my teammates and I really wanted to be able to play, to kind of help put ourselves in the position that we were in today. But yeah, I'm not really worried about the ankle right now at all.
You're sitting there, you're able to watch a selection show, you guys are in. You waited a long time for this. Was this kind of how you imagined it maybe when you came to Arkansas? Like, hey, this is the way it's going to be. This is going to be a good thing,
Yeah. When I decided to come to Arkansas, I really wanted to make sure that, that we were going to have a chance to win and, to do a lot of big things. And we have had that so far. Obviously, the conference tournament didn't turn out the way that we wanted, but we still have a big opportunity in the NCAA tournament. So, winning was always a big important factor for me, and I'm glad that it came to fruition here at Arkansas.
In fact, the whole tournament's going to be in Indiana. I'm not sure where you guys are playing yet in the state, and you obviously spent 3 years in Indiana, and you left, and now you're going back for the NCAA tournament. How does that strike you?
It's exciting. I'm glad to be back. I'm happy to be back. It'd be nice to play an assembly, but we'll see what happens. It's just a real exciting time for me and my teammates, and we're really enjoying it so far.
All right, let me know if you've got more questions for Justin in the chat or raise your hand. Curtis?
Justin, a lot was made early in the season about the strength of schedule and non-conference. And not only did you guys make it, but 3 of those mid-major programs that you played also received a bid today. You wind up drawing one of those tough mid-major opponents. How much, as you look back at it, do you think that early season schedule benefits you after all?
I think it benefits us a lot, where you kind of have to take your opponent seriously, regardless of whether the size of their school or the, whatever about their program. You kind of have to take every game and then believe that they can beat you. And shout out to Ruta for creating that schedule and, having the foresight to see that this would be a possibility and that this would happen. So I think it only helps us in the long run, which we weren't really able to see at the time, but it's definitely paying off right now.
Scotty?
Yeah, Justin, this may have already been asked before, and if so, I apologize. But just going back to Indiana for the NCAA tournament, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you, if anything?
It means a lot. Spending my first 3 years in college in this state, you kind of get to know how big basketball is, and especially college basketball. It's a big deal. And I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to play here again. It's familiar surroundings. So I'm excited, and I just can't wait to play.
All right, last one, Bob, for Justin.
Justin, Jalen Tate should have gotten to play in the tournament a couple times already, but injuries and the cancellation didn't let him do that. Just how happy are you for him that he's getting this chance like you are? And then what do you think Jalen's meant to the team this season?
I mean, I'm super excited for him. I mean, he's worked for it. He's putting in his time. You know, like you said, he had injuries and sorry about the background noise. He had injuries and you know, it's a lot of hard work, especially being in college for 5 years. It's a grind. It's, you know, to kind of finally have it pay off is a big deal. I mean, he kind of, for our team, he's a big part of our team defensively and offensively, just being a solid force that we're able to go to on various different occasions.
All right, thanks, Justin.